Alright, here we are, day 2. Beautiful backdrop. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Had a bit of breakfast. I really, last night, wasn't very hungry, which that kind of happens to me when I'm pushing higher elevations and it's difficult climb and all that. Yeah, I really wasn't hungry last night. Had some food this morning. Didn't sleep that well. Let's just face it, I'm not used to sleeping at, 11,500 feet. Especially when you got nasal issues and asthma and all the other crappy stuff that you get when you get older. That's okay. So, I'll just have to make a note to do my best to camp down at lower elevations whenever I can. Yeah, looking 16 miles today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And that would be good. And since we're starting a lot earlier than yesterday, could be very doable. And if we can, maybe we'll push more. Be kind of cool to hit 20 and leave 15 miles for the next 2 days. All right, regardless, let's go and have some fun. The sun's shining in my eyes. Yeah. All right, a little bit over 2 miles in, like 1.7 to the water source. It's all downhill so far. Well, a couple inconsequential ups, really nothing. So we'll just call it all downhill. One thing I want to do here, probably when I get done with the trail, is I want to do a comparison between the Whites and the Rockies. I need to do that video. And I think after completing the Colorado Trail, I will be able to have a better knowledge base for that. Hitting things like Collegiate West and Chicago Basin, stuff like that. Be able to make a better, more informed comparison. I think I'm good now, but I think it'll be better then. One thing I will say so far is, unlike in the Whites, you've got open camping here. And, it's nice to be able just to, pull off and camp. Of course, you try and stay in places that have been used already so you don't cause any damage to the plant life and stuff like that. Unlike the Whites, where the Appalachian Money Club wants you to stay at their sites or their huts. And for those of you unfamiliar with that, you're going to pay. It's not free. You will pay. Here it's free. We do have huts in the Rockies, and it's really cool. Years ago, the 10th Mountain Division used to be at Fort Carson. Now they're up at Fort Drum, New York. But when they were there around World War II, they established a series of huts all throughout the Rockies for training purposes. In fact, this trail is going to go past an area called Camp Hale, which was one of the big training areas for them. But these huts, I think some are privately owned now, but there's an organization called the 10th Mountain Division, like a hut club or something like that. But you can rent these huts and do the hut hike throughout the Rockies. Don't know what the prices are. Haven't checked. I just remember the AMC huts went anywhere from like $100 up to $300. At least at AMC huts, you can do a work for stay. I don't think that's possible at the 10th Mountain Division huts. But you know, it's cool that they're preserving history like that instead of you know, just letting these properties go to waste. You know, they're maintained and used. So that's really cool. Nice cool morning. It's definitely going to heat up later on today. But cutting through the pine forest here, keeping everything nice and cool, especially since there isn't a breeze. All right, now let's get back to hiking. Okay, we're about 4.5 miles in. Only took me about 2 hours. But everything was downhill. Got about another 4 miles ahead of us. A little bit of an uphill, like only like a 100 feet of gain, and it's like 400 some odd feet of downhill. So a lot of flat and downhill. At that point, we'll pick up water. Big climb for the day is at that point, and it's about 1,000 feet, I think. But yeah, that's a big climb for the day. Then after that, it's all downhill for the rest. So I was kind of checking out how far we can go. Might push it a little bit past 16. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Right now, everything's going good. Feeling pretty good. And yeah, just cameled up a little bit. Had something to eat, and ready to get moving. Nice little stream here too. Evidently, they have sled dogs down there. Looks like they have a tour or something coming through, but yep, you hear a bunch of dogs barking. Yeah, you can see them down there. Neat. I didn't know they had any sort of sled dog stuff around here. That's really cool. Okay, this is the high point on the trail for today. Actually, it's right back there. Everything else is either downhill or there's a couple slight climbs. But it's either flat or downhill, and it's going to be a lot of elevation loss along the way. So, going to get moving here and make up some time that I lost on that climb up here. There we go, there's our first milestone. All right, now be heading this way and looking for some campsites. Whew, I'm tired. Okay, at my campsite, wow, I'm looking like some reject from some 80s new wave band. Oh man. Anyway, at my campsite here, yeah, over 16 miles to actually 17 miles. Good job. And only like 18 miles or something like that to get into Copper Mountain from here. However, we've got 4,000 feet of elevation gain tomorrow. And it peaks at, let me think, the summit is 12,489, so let's just call it 12,5. So a lot of climbing tomorrow, a lot of elevation. It's going to be slow going for me, but we will do what we can. You know, if I make it, 15 miles in, great. If not, that's fine too. We can play it by ear. It's still just going to be a quick one into Copper Mountain tomorrow, and then catch the shuttle to Frisco, resupply, come back to Copper Mountain. Hopefully I can find an outlet there that I can steal some juice from and charge up my battery bank. I mean, it's doing just fine, but it's not going to last an additional 5 days after that. So yeah, charge up my stuff, and from what I read along the trail behind Copper Mountain, there's actually tent sites you can use. So that's what I plan on doing, is just doing that. Basically, it's a Nero tent out behind Copper Mountain, and I don't know, maybe hit their snack bar or something for dinner, or maybe there's a bathroom there and get cleaned up. Yeah, we'll see. But gonna make dinner. Couldn't eat anything last night. We'll see what happens tonight. Alright, hey everybody. Got some bad news. The last couple of days, I honestly haven't really been feeling that well. Haven't been eating anything. Even today, I had, let me think, some little brownie junk food this morning. Had a couple of protein bars and 1 pack of fruit gummies. Had some hydration drinks too, but I got here tonight and, well, blew chunks a little bit ago. Pop some Pepto-Bismol tabs. We'll see what happens. Tentatively, I'm going to get off trail. I've called Mrs. Outdoors, and she can pick me up north of Breckenridge at the beginning of segment 7, which is it's less than 4 miles away. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. This is not altitude sickness. Altitude sickness does not last this long. Normally, you get altitude sickness, boom, done, gone. It's kind of like seasickness, Seasickness, you got it, it's done, it's gone. So I don't know what's going on. I think I might have, picked up a bug or something before I got out here, which just fucking sucks. Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to go to bed. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. Today was a really good day. I mean, we pushed over 17 miles. Considering the terrain and everything. Yeah, really happy with that. But yeah, I'm freaking hurting right now. So, all right, folks. Hopefully, tomorrow will be a better day. Well, let me tell you what happened with the rest of it. So I hiked down those 4 miles to the trailhead for segment 7 north of Breckenridge. Mrs. Outdoors picked me up. Could not eat anything for breakfast. And when I got home, I managed to keep down like a couple pieces of bread. I think I made the correct call in getting off trail because the video that you're watching now, I did 17 miles on less than 1,000 calories. And what I was facing coming out of Breckenridge was some good climbing, a lot of exposed area, a lot of elevation gain. I think, if I remember correctly, it was like 4,000, maybe 4,500 feet of elevation gain. So trying to do that with an upset stomach and I was throwing up. It wouldn't have been a good thing. So I think I made the right call. It's been, a week or 10 days since I got off trail. But I was sick for a few days after I got back. This was not elevation sickness. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was any of the water I drank or anything like that. I really think I might have picked something up before I got on trail. So, to make matters worse, when I get home, I've got this in the mail. So El Paso County here in Colorado hit me with a jury summons. What I had intended on doing was getting off trail, getting, better, and then going back on trail and finishing everything up. Because this takes place in August, that's not going to be possible. So, my Colorado Trail through hike is done this year. That's all there is to it. What I am toying with is maybe next week or so going out and doing the Collegiate West portion. I've already done the Collegiate East, but yeah, maybe going out and doing Collegiate West. We'll see. There's some other things involved right now too, but bottom line is, it's this Colorado Trail through hike is done this year. I'm not going to be able to finish it up. The good news is it'll be there next year, and I will finish it up. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Feel like it's a bit of a disappointment. I know I'm disappointed, but great philosopher once said, shit happens. All right, we'll just roll the punches and give it a shot again next year. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.